I'm Cara, and today we've got a class for shoulder strength and mobility. So we're not just stretching your shoulders, but also strengthening them and increasing the range of motion. So when you're ready, come to sitting, and you can either sit cross-legged or sit kneeling like I am. And then we're just going to start by rotating the shoulders round a few times. So as you inhale, your shoulders come forward and up. As you exhale, they go back and down. Taking a few big circles like that, just focusing on the range, and it should feel nice and easy. If there's any points where you feel any sharp pain, just don't go so far as to where you feel pain. Just do a little bit less movement. Good. Next time the shoulders come back and down, we'll leave them there. Bring one arm above your head. Bring the hand behind the head, either to the back of the head or to the center of the neck. And then with the other hand, we can start to draw the elbow towards the midline. Now, for some of you, that will be enough. The elbow will be out wide. Some of you will be able to get the elbow right towards the midline of the head. Good. And you'll notice your ribs might start to splay, and just try and draw them in. Stay up straight. And also try and keep the back of the neck long. You don't want to just bring it to the middle and the head be pressing down too far. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lean one way. So you're stretching up the whole side of the body all the way up to that elbow. And then inhale back through center. Exhale, release the arms wide, and then we'll swap to the other side. So again, hand behind the head. Maybe down to the center of the neck, and if you can, use the other hand to help draw that elbow towards the midline, but you work with your body. So if your elbow's out wide, that's perfectly fine. That's your final position. So from wherever you are, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take a nice lean over, nice big long stretch down the side of your body. And then slow to release back up. And then release the arms all the way wide. Good. Next, we're going to come to all fours. So coming down to kneeling, bring the hands down and really spread out the fingers, and make sure you're pressing down through the knuckles of the hands, so at the base of your fingers. Those knuckles are really pressing down to take the weight out of your wrists. And then we're going to think about the shoulders circling around. So again, you're going all the way up and back, and then down and forward. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It might feel like you're not quite doing it right, but you're working on the range that your body allows. And over time, with practice, that increases. Swap around to the other direction. And then the next time you come to center, push the ground away and hold there. So when you're pushing the ground away, you're going to tuck the toes, float the knees off the ground. And then you're going to see, can you keep the shoulders square and bring one hand to the opposite shoulder? Take a few repetitions like that, just touching the opposite shoulder, trying to keep the shoulders level to the ground and trying to have as minimal shift in the hips as possible. And then touch the knees down to rest down. We'll turn the thumbs up to the sky, little finger side of the hands down, and then hang the hips back over the heels, stretch through all the way to the fingertips, and keep pressing that little finger side of the hand down to the ground as you hang the hips back. And then press through the little finger side of the hand to bring yourself back up, and then lower the hands back down. Again, we'll tuck the toes, float the knees off the ground, just an inch, And we're going from that all fours, knees floating, to downward facing dog. So heels press back, hips press high, and then back to all fours, knees floating. Take a few repetitions like that, keeping nice and stable in the shoulders. And you want to feel as though your outer arms are wrapping around as you do this. So your outer arms are wrapping round. It's like your triceps are wrapping round, or you can think of it that your upper arms are externally rotating. Okay, a couple more repetitions. And then back to all fours. Now walk your hands forward a couple of hand lengths, and then feel the tailbone lengthen towards your knees. So you're on a half plank position with the knees down. Same again, we're going to do a few circles around. Same as we did at the all fours position. Round one way, back around the other way. Again, don't worry what it looks like, go with how it feels. And then the next time you come around, you push the ground away, and then we do those shoulder taps, trying to keep the shoulders and the hips stable. As little movement as possible. 4 or 5 taps on each shoulder. Smooth and steady. And then tuck the toes, float the knees, from there to down dog. Good, again, bend the knees, knees floating, and then back to down dog. And then down to knees floating, and back to your down dog. Good, this time we come forward to straight arm plank. Same again, so shoulders are circling around, tailbone long, swap direction. Good, you can always take a rest down if you need to. And then we'll do the same shoulder taps. So one hand to the opposite shoulder, trying to keep hips and shoulders nice and stable. 4 or 5 taps on each side. And then lower the knees down. Again, we'll go thumbs face up, little finger side of the hands down, and bring the hands all the way to mat width apart. Press through the little finger as the hips go back, forehead rests down into your child's pose. Take a few deep breaths there, in and out through your nose. And then slow to lift back up. We've got one last exercise. You come down to your forearms. We can clasp the hands together, thumbs face up to the sky, and then tuck the toes, lift the hips, and it's like your downward dog. So you're looking for an upside down V shape, but it's on your forearms rather than your hands. So come to your dolphin pose. So like your downward facing dog, that upside down V. And then we're going to think tailbone long as you bring the chin forward to touch your thumbs, and then hips go up and back. Good, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next time, hips are up and back, hold them there. We're going to walk the feet in, so the hips maybe even go even higher. Push the ground away with the forearms, holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then knees lower down and relax back to child's pose. Good, staying in child's pose for as long as you like. And you can either finish up there or check out some of my other videos that you can follow this up with. There's some nice, relaxing, stretchy flows as well. Good. Don't forget to subscribe and like my videos, and do share them with anyone else you think might like them too. Have a lovely, lovely day.